This is a point that we currently met up at the White Cross Bay Holiday Park. Most people know of it, the side of Windermere. Back in 1941, this was a site for the Sunderland Flying Boat Factory. It was at its peak. There was 1,571 people employed there, probably nearly 47% being unskilled local workers. But this was a well-known site. There were 3 big aircraft hangars there where they built the Sunderland flying boats, and just from a historic point of view, it was really nice that we were invited there to go and spend our lunch and have a bit of a break. It's a very historical place, well worth looking up the history if you get a chance. This can be found at Windermere Sunderland Flyingboats.co.uk. Please enjoy. Just one note is that the stollies go back into the water now. This was what was left of the original slipway where they would have launched the flying boats into the lake, and obviously brought the boats in that needed restoration work as well. It was a bit sketchy going out, there wasn't much of it left, and we were warned to keep in to the right as far as possible because there was quite a few severe drops to the left. But just joining each other, there is a speed restriction before we get into the centre of the lake.
I'm just sitting here. I got time. It's clear to see from up here. The world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful. You and me. Meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go, take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. You and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
At this point there was 5 of us complete swimming. Depths at some places were as much as nearly 200 feet deep of water. There was 4 Mark II vehicles and mine was the Mark I. One of these was completely fitted Remy fitter's vehicle with a Remy crane on the back as well. There were some other variants that were made with a Fugu crane, which was sent out to Sweden and several other countries. But it was very enjoyable when we got out to the middle of the lake and we were finally able to swim at full pace. At times getting involved with other traffic, waving and sailing around us. It was very enjoyable. I would like to add our thanks to a lot of the local community participating in this, also helping out the genealogists of the lakes, the local council, the police, the sailing club. There was a lot of hard work gone in by the club to, certainly a lot of groundwork to actually achieve this week that we had up there. A lot of thanks to the teams that got involved, sending emails backwards and forwards and making sure that everything was done properly. It was well worth it in the end, and I think there was a lot of fun had by all. This was a moment where we were trying to locate the Steamboat Museum. We had invite to dock up to their docking area and go and visit them, but very, very difficult to find from the centre of the lake. You don't appreciate the size of the lake until you actually have to find a small spot like the museum. And after us all having a good look, we finally located it and the direction around the buoys, and that was our next destination, to go and have a look around the Steamboat Museum. This is just coming into the Windermere Steamboat Museum now, or known as Windermere Jetty. Great bunch of followers that have been following us around the lake there as a reception committee as well. Absolutely brilliant. The museum is renowned for its work with some of the steam launch restoration, motor powerboat restoration, and speed record holding boats, all sorts of classic and vintage craft. But well worth a visit. If you want to look at their website, it's windermerejetty.org, and you can find plenty of information there. But we were truly thankful for a brilliant time there, and some trips around, and we had a tour guide as well, giving us a little bit of information as we went around. So great visit was had there. We spent about, I think it was probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours on site here. It was a welcome break, just let the old stollies cool down a bit, and it was very much enjoyed. This was the very end of the sail now, coming out of Windermere, just above the ferry, coming up on the slipway at the Sailing Club. And from here then we had quite a long drive up over the mountains back to Ullswater. That was our main stopping point, and that was enjoyable with the views in its own right as well. We'll try and include you a bit of footage on the road if we can find some. But plenty of people come to support us coming out here. Right, okay, we're now got the haul back up from Windermere, 12 miles to Ullswater, which took us up over the Kirkstone Pass. Very windy, very twisty mountain road. Certainly for vehicles of this size, it was quite a challenge making this commute while we were travelling to Windermere. Ullswater was our base, so there were road footage for you. As you can imagine, this was quite a testament, this run, as to how good you were with the vehicle on some of these inclines. Certainly testing your skills on the gearbox. Very enjoyable at times. Certainly very challenging slopes, and certainly with the age of the vehicle, it did very well. We were very impressed with the whole thing. Many thanks for watching. This has been an event put together by many Stalwart owners, members of the Stolly Group. There is a presence on Facebook that can be found. The vehicle itself is an Elvis Stalwart. There's both Mark 1 and Mark 2 vehicles featured in the film, and they are an amphibious vehicle made by Elvis. It's a Rolls-Royce B81 8-cylinder 6.5 litre petrol, and they swim by means of two Dougherty water jet turbines either side, just under the rear section. And there are thrusters, bow thrusters on the rear, but when swimming, you steer mainly by using the wheels. It's a lot more efficient. The bow thrusters are really there for any quick, urgently required moves. Pity to be going home, but I would like to say thanks to everybody, all members that made this possible. Also the locals that came to our need when we needed it. If it wasn't just food and drink, it was silicon sealing compound when major repairs had to take place at the side of the lake. It was really enjoyable. Also to anybody involved around the lakes, allowing us and giving us permission to swim. All the local authorities, everybody that got involved. But many thanks for watching.